You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 218.
218, man. I ain't got no AKA this week because I'm all messed up, man. It ain't no football. Football just though. I have no creativity. I have nothing. Football is not present anymore.
Hey, look, UFL almost here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Spring football, yeah, but that's a few weeks away.
Here we go. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast, and our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I'm the Mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On Twitter, I'm JON 2 underscores the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS underscore ESL underscore AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJY FM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL, hope.
Shout out to OS Gang down there in Georgia. Ralph.
What's happening? Nothing much, brother. Just chilling, man. Just enjoying life as we discussed, man. Nothing's going on. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to report. Let me say this. Me and the wife went out yesterday. I guess enjoying Valentine's Day weekend, whatever that is, you know what I'm saying? Because I do everything. I don't have to worry about no Valentine's.
Look at that.
No, I was just playing. But no, we went to support my cousin, who's a supporter of the show. So she does spoken word. Her stage name is Eloquent. Perfection. Yes. Yeah. Shout out to Rachel with everything she did. She killed it. So she did like 3 poems. It was like a series, book series or something like that. But how she set it up is dope. Like pen game crazy. So shout out to you, Rachel.
Man, shout out to Rachel. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look, this is the first day in 7 days that I felt like a human again.
Oh,
oh my God. Talk about out here sick. It was bad, bro. It was bad. It was bad. I'm glad to be better. I'm glad that I was able to rest. Thankful that I could be able to take the time off to rest from work. So man, it was rough.
Johnny caught the cooties, people. So hey man, he just had to lay down,
major cooties,
lay down and deal with it, man. Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that like overly uses medicine. Like, I will if needed, but like I don't just pop pill and all that. I rather let the sickness run its course. And man, a lot of rest, a lot of water, a lot of thorough flu, a lot of tea, a lot of orange juice, and sleep.
Okay.
Listen, I'm here though. I'm here. Lucky enough to be healthy enough to come and pod this week.
Yeah. As you can see, we're in different locations, but that's all out of Johnny still needing to get. He's at 75%. So
I don't want to pass the cooties to my guy. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do
that. But no, man. Let's talk about your week, man. What happened, man? I know you went somewhere. I know you want to talk to the people about it.
Well, first of all, let me just say this: that I participated in St. Louis Mardi Gras a week ago Saturday, and that was fun. Probably was just a tad bit underdressed. I probably should have had on one extra layer. So I kind of felt weird right after that. So a couple days after that, I went to the Drake and J. Cole concert. I know we kind of discussed that at length before, and let me just say, great show. They added Lil Durk, and so Lil Durk was there. He got my respect. He got my respect. He definitely got up there and performed. Now, I know no Lil Durk songs. But for him to actually get on stage and perform the way he did, I was impressed.
Okay.
So he may have garnered a new fan. One thing I did find funny though, so I know the song all my life, but and he finished with the song, which he
of course.
I think he got like some local kids from St. Louis to actually get on stage and perform with him.
I love that's dope. That's dope.
That was dope, right?
That's dope.
But the funny thing is, every song leading up to that, it's my ops. I'm going to kill. I'm going to do all this stuff. So just all of that leading up to all my life to me was funny. Like
the rebrand is real, man. He won a Grammy, man. Hey, man, we out here trying to get money now. What you saying?
In real time, like seeing the shift was hilarious. It was hilarious. But no, that was dope. And then Drake, listen, we all know I'm not the biggest Drake fan. We know this, but the man puts on a hell of a show. The stage, the different props, the floating objects around, like everything was great. Drake, he did amazing. And I also didn't realize how many Drake songs I really didn't know. So look, I'm enjoying the performance because the performance is fire. I'm real technical when it comes to shows. So looking at all the stage hands and how they, making sure the next props are ready to go and how they slowly come. It was amazing. It was amazing. But Jermaine Bartholomew Cole, I know we talked about it, I think off the pod, but he only had a few songs. But the few songs he did perform, he went crazy. He went crazy. And I don't think J. Cole was prepared for the response that he received when he came out. Like before he even performed the first song, he got on stage, grabbed the microphone stand. He just walks around just so he could feel the crowd. And I swear to God, like I've been in the Enterprise for many different events. I've never heard it that loud in my life. Like, I mean, literally like 2 or 3 minutes standing ovation, people screaming. And I think he got a little choked up. Like, he just said to himself, damn, this is crazy. Because I don't think he expected that type of love coming from St. Louis. So that was just beautiful to see. And I think that kind of propelled his performance to be even better than what I thought it could be. So, man, it was great. Overall, the concert was amazing. Seeing Drake and Cole perform together in the morning, I'm not gonna lie, it was a moment. It was a moment. I love the song. I never thought I would see them perform together ever. So that was amazing. And also being at this concert almost makes me regret not going to see Kendrick when he was on tour, because it's like seeing the trifecta like that, like would have been dope. So crazy. But let me tell you this. I don't think I'm going to rap concerts anymore unless it's like a legacy act.
Why you say that? Well, you can consider them legacy acts at this point, right?
Well, I don't know, because they're still active. They still have they still producing hits now. And they're still working on, well, I don't know about Drake because Drake just put out an album, but Cole is still putting out the Fall Off at some point. He even mentioned it at the show. So I wouldn't consider them legacy acts yet. If they stop making albums for let's just say 5-ish years, then maybe I'll start considering them legacy acts. Like if I want to go see Rakim. Like I want to go see legacy acts like that, right?
Legacy. Like like if they put out new music, you're not going to listen to the new music. That's legacy act.
At this point, Busta Rhymes is a legacy act to us.
Yeah.
So that's that. Though I'm talking about artists in that ilk. It's just a lot of and again, I guess I should have known this, but it didn't really set in until I actually got to the concert. A lot of kids.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this is the thing, right? Well, I mean, maybe Dirk and Drake kind of add that element. I'm not sure if the children like Cole like that. And I could be wrong.
Bro, they were singing Drake song. They were singing Cole songs just as loud as they were singing Drake songs. The whole concert.
And you know what? That's fair, because I've seen Cole twice in concert, and they were both here, and the crowd reaction was enormous. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of on brand, even though it's been years. He hasn't been here since 2014, I believe. Like 2014 Hills Drive. So like sense, yeah. So
that makes sense.
People love Cole here. So I'm I love to see it. I love to hear that as a Cole fan, and I mean as a a Drake fan. But I know you probably like only knew like the mega Drake stuff, like anything that's remotely sounding like a B-side. It's kind of like
okay,
this sound cool. Maybe I should listen to this later. Like I don't know. Like
like I love the way the pyrotechnics go with the hook. Like that shit was dope.
Now that's hilarious, man. But now we got to tap into these Super Bowl takes. I'm safe to say that we're good. It's safe to say that whatever we said last week pretty much aged pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chiefs won. It was a decent game. I wouldn't say the most exciting game I've ever watched. Mainly because I have no dog in the fight. So if you're a Chiefs fan, you probably thought that was the best thing ever. But as a casual, viewer of football, I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. Yeah, exactly. It ended in triumphant fashion, and then we're here to really talk about the Super Bowl halftime show. Usher doing this thing for 13 minutes. Johnny, what you want to say about that, man?
First of all, I had to look up how old Usher was because I ain't know. Usher's 45 years old. I think he did amazing, and that man's mic was on. The man's mic was on. So to be able to get up there and push out a 13-minute performance, like nonstop transitioning from grass to stage, back to grass, and actually singing, like I thought he did amazing.
Yeah,
he did great.
Yeah, likewise. Like, I mean, to have live vocals at the Super Bowl is very daring, and with the level of performance and showmanship that he has, that takes a lot. It takes a lot to do. Like, I haven't seen the Vegas show, so I can't sit here and critique it. Like, I feel like I've seen it because I've seen so much through social media, but that's still a difference. You know what I'm saying? And still, for one of our R&B legends to get to that stage is dope. I like the. I wasn't a big fan of Alicia Keys' performance, like when they announced it. So, and then it translated to what I expected it to be, just okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know Johnny got take. We'll get to that. Don't derail this. Her coming out, they got on her for not playing the guitar. I didn't even know. I didn't even know you can do that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
But you know what though? It kind of makes sense because our guitar wasn't hooked up to nothing.
Well, I didn't think you had. I mean, I know they got like electric guitars without that, right? Like, I don't know.
I guess how else is going? How else would you hear it through the system if it's not connected to nothing? I don't think you want to do that via Bluetooth. Not at the Super Bowl.
Not at the Super Bowl. You're right. Listen. I don't know. I was hurt. Well, this is the thing. I've actually seen her at concert. We know she can play some goddamn instruments. So we shut up, you dweeb. Leave her alone. And then will.i.am get his ass out of here. But I'm never here for OMG in any stretch. Like any facet, I'm not here for it.
We knew he was gonna do it though. We knew.
Yeah. I knew he was gonna do that. And then Lil Jon Ludacris coming out, I thought that was dope. The whole performance of like about the world to the A, all that stuff. I thought it was dope.
Man, it was a great performance. Listen, her looked amazing.
Yeah,
shit. Alicia Keys looked amazing until she hit that first note. Look, I heard they. The performance that's on YouTube, they like did some AI stuff and fixed the notes.
Yeah, they did. That's crazy. You gotta leave them imperfections in, man.
Come on now, because we're not gonna forget. So.
No. I mean, I know people are definitely caught up in the moment. I think it was a good performance. Like if I had to say, it was probably like a B plus maybe. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not gonna say it's all time great. Because what I'm saying, we just get caught up in the moment. Of course, I'm gonna ride with who looks like me and say, "Hey, yo, this was top 5." Like what I'm saying, I don't know. Like, have I seen every Super Bowl performance? I don't know. Like, I mean, shit. Somebody probably think Katy Perry had the best one. I don't know, and that's for them to Katy Perry's people to ride for. I don't. Hey,
listen, Katy Perry brought out Missy Elliott. She got to be at least top 15 because of that. at least.
So I have no dog in that fight. I mean, did us do good? Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Listen, man, he did well enough because all his damn all his concert dates are still out.
Listen, man, I have no money. Everybody's going on tour. I have no money. I have nothing for these people. I have nothing.
This is the thing about Usher though. he had a set tour date list, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ticket demands have become so great that he's adding 4th and 5th and 6th shows to some of these cities. He has 6 shows in Atlanta. 6.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Why don't you just go to the damn stadium?
He must be at Phillips Arena and not at the stadium.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he is this is respect to Usher. He's not a stadium artist. So yeah, I get it.
Shit, maybe he is now. Shit, I
don't know. But in Atlanta, he is, like, for sure. Like, sometimes I give things proximity, right? You know, like if he's Atlanta bred, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I understand that notion, but he's not going to do a stadium in Phoenix. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? And that's respect. Like, you know, listen.
Touche. No.
You just have to be real about certain things. Touché. No shade to us, man.
Right.
Oh, man. So what we got to do, man? What we do? Off the dome?
Off the dome.
I want to hit you with something, man. This is like a burning question that I've always had. And it's like the XXL freshman list, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go up and down every year. So, you know, every year we get older and we don't know any of these new guys. But there was a point in time where it was really a great moment. You know, it was like really a good thing to be a part of. Right. And I want to ask you, just in 2 classes, like we're not going to get to the GOAT class because that's a very nuanced conversation. We got to do a lot of research and things like that. But out of 2 classes, I want to give you 2, right? And see which one aged the best. Like who you think like had the best pool of artists out of, right? Okay. So I'm going to go with the 2010 class. You have J. Cole, you have Pill, you have Nipsey Hussle, Wiz Khalifa, OJ the Juice Man.
Hey,
I know, right? Freddie Gibbs, Big Sean, J. Rock, Fashawn, and Donis. That is the entire 2010 class.
Okay.
So keep that in here and move it over, right? And then I'm going to go with the 2016 class. Now, the 2016 class is very interesting, right? We have Anderson .Paak or Pack. I always get that confused.
I say Pack. I don't know.
Oh, Anderson .Paak. All right. 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Dicky, Dave East, Denzel Curry, Designer, G Herbo, and Lil Yachty.
Damn.
So okay. 2010 and 2016.
So personally, I'm going to stick with 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is it seems as if the 2010 class stuck more to hip hop on their career journey. Now, the 2016 class, they doing that thing. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. Especially today. Yachty, 21 Savage, Denzel Curry.
Oh, shit, Uzi was in that too. My bad.
And Uzi, mm-hmm. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But it seems as if a lot of them from the 2016 class, they started out as XXL freshman hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they ventured off and did different types of music, different things outside of music as far as entertainment, fashion, things like that, which is amazing, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But for me personally, I like the fact that the 2010 class was able to stick to hip hop and evolve what hip hop is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like them more. Mm-hmm. Not saying I don't like 2016. I just like the 2010 class more, just because of the roots that they stuck to as far as hip hop.
Yeah, like I'm not mad at this at all. Like this is actually like you can't lose with this, right?
Agreed.
I'm gonna say 2016, and the reason I say that is because I think they're more balanced, right? 2010 had a lot of misses, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's very top heavy, right? Because you definitively have stars in 2010, and then you got like who? Like you know what I'm saying? Who's Fashawn, Donis, and Pill? Like I remember Pill because he's on MMG.
Pill. I do.
But you know, Fashawn, Donis, OJ, OJ had his time in the sun. But I mean, I get Wiz, Cole, Freddie Gibbs. Oh
yeah, Freddie Gibbs has been going off.
Right. Nipsey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Big Sean. Like that is a crazy list, bro. But it's like right now, right? at this moment, 2016 seems like they're well-oiled machine. Like you said, I mean, yeah, they do have a lot of interest outside of hip hop, but they still drop music.
Yeah,
that's still kind of whatever you want to say about it. It does seem to push the culture somewhat forward. You got Uzi, you got Anderson .Paak, who's everywhere. You have 21 Savage. You have you know what I'm saying? Like, you listen, bro. Lil Dicky may not drop a song, but you know, I know you over here with it. It's like that, bro. Like Denzel Curry, like I know he still raps. Like Kodak, like
Kodak. Listen. I have no rebuttal for any of that because you are absolutely right. The only difference with the 2016 class is they're not only pushing hip hop, they're pushing other genres of music as well. We saw what Anderson .Paak did with Silk Sonic. We see what Lil Yachty has been doing outside of rap with his alternative music. Hell, Uzi didn't he do like a rock album or something? Or at least he put
something.
At least he portrays himself as a rock star. We'll leave it at that, right?
Yeah.
So, which again, that's great. Like, get your money, Kings, experiment, do all that.
Yeah.
But I'm the hip hop guy though. I'm the hip hop guy, which is why I gotta stick to the 2010.
What about Dave East? No, I was just playing. Dave East in that.
Dave East can't figure.
I know, right? I know.
This is my issue with Dave East because that man can rap. He can really, really rap, but I don't think he's found his identity in rap though. And that's the problem.
And you know, he pretty much played Method Man on the Wu Story. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's where we at with it. And I fuck with Dave East. Yeah. But I just thought it would be an interesting conversation, man.
Bro, that was a great question. I think I already know your answer to my Off the Dome because we somewhat talked about it in pre-production, but I'm gonna ask anyway. So coming off the heels of the Super Bowl last week and this current weekend being All-Star Weekend, I wanted to ask you a question about the two. Would you rather attend a Super Bowl with your team playing or an All-Star Weekend in the city of your choice?
Ooh. Well, when you put the caveat on it, man, that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
I would say this. I think I would have more fun at the NBA All-Star game in a city of my choice. Like, a Super Bowl, like I feel like as crazy as it sounds, I have no desire to ever really go to a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Like in person. Like that's not something that it sounds cool until you actually there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it feels like I won't enjoy it. Like, you know what I'm saying? From a real fan, because I don't think real fans go to Super Bowls.
Got it. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the fan experience is different. Now, the NBA All-Star, it could be a lot of pretentious people there too, but I feel like it's still an NBA fan somewhere around. Like, I can still be in the mix. And then, like, Super Bowl definitely is a week of activities or whatever, but NBA All-Star branded the weekend. Like, hey, we got this day, that day. Then we got and then I can be in the city that I choose to. Because Super Bowl only 4 times sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now, granted, NBA All-Stars in Indianapolis, and I'm not gonna say nothing crazy because I'm from the Midwest too. So, like, I can't sit here and say nothing about Indianapolis when I live in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how the game works. But in the city of my choice, like, say if they go back to LA or something, or like Miami, yeah. So
I feel
right, yeah. I think I would roll with the NBA All-Star Weekend package.
That's actually my answer too. I mean, All-Star Weekend is most times basketball is more exciting than football.
Yeah,
it just is what it is, right?
Yeah.
And then you have different levels of events the entire weekend.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, the city of your choice, all the celebrities out, the celebrities are gonna bring all the women out. It's a chain reaction. So
exactly.
And then in the city of your choice, like
that's what got me, bro. You said the city of my choice. I was like, ooh, okay.
Because the most part, you may not even have to buy tickets to like a party or nothing. I mean, you get your event tickets, but like you could just post up somewhere and just kick it. Like, come on.
You gotta have. I feel like you got to have like real money to have fun at the Super Bowl.
Indeed, the Super Bowl tickets themselves, the cheap tickets. At least this year, I saw somebody pay like $8,500 for a cheap ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
And that thing was sold out, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. No, thank you.
I'm cool. Right, exactly. But no, people, that was off the dome. Out of the XXL freshman classes, which one you going with, 2010 or 2016? Let us know.
Yep. And would you rather attend a Super Bowl with your team playing or All-Star Weekend in the city of your choice? Let us know.
Well, we just got through talking about, first of all, you know what? I jumped the gun. I do apologize. OS gang, what's happening, family and kin folk? We got a few topics here on the OS News docket. What got me so excited and I jumped past that whole introduction was the fact that we were talking about genre blending, right? And then now you have one of the biggest stars in the world announced that she's dropping a country album at the end of March. None other, Beyonce Knowles Carter. Giselle Knowles Carter has dropped 2 country records. Johnny, what you got to say for Renaissance Part 2?
It's lit. Like, look. Beyonce is the only artist on the planet that could get people to care about a genre of music they didn't think twice about the week before. Beyonce is the only artist on Earth living that can do that. So shout out to her. Am I gonna listen to Act 2? I ain't gonna lie. I might not. It depends on how I feel when the album drops. I don't know. Listen,
Well, let me ask you this: did you listen to the records?
I heard clips of both of them. I didn't. I have them downloaded, but I didn't listen.
Okay.
I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really that excited.
Okay. I listened to Texas Hold'em. I haven't listened to 16 Carriages, so I can see what's going on here. First of all, Beyonce switching genres can be looked at as a revolutionary act, or it can be looked at self-serving. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, but shout out to Beyonce for experimenting, going into country roots, because she is from Houston. This is not too far-fetched. Like, people in Texas grew up on country, man. This is not anything hard to believe.
Indeed.
Am I excited for a country record? I mean, do I dabble in country? Absolutely. But I'm not too deep in the weeds, in the woods, to really have like a thought process on it, because we talked about it. Like, I told you about Morgan Wallen. I told you about I check in with Luke Bryan sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to those guys. True. Sometimes Jelly Roll is considered a country artist. I listen to him. Like, I sent you a whole Jelly Roll playlist, I think. I don't know.
He sent me the essential Jelly Roll list. He did.
So I mean, I dabble in it, but not enough to really care. But will I listen if Beyonce does it? Yeah, but that doesn't mean I necessarily care about the genre. But that's because it's an artist that I do follow, you know what I'm saying, doing something experimental. Well, not even experimental, just doing something different. So I always had this question after Lemonade. I was like, what is she going to do? Continue to do bad bitch anthems? Well, she started to do something different. Like, you know what I'm saying? She did the house music. Now she's doing country. That's what we're getting to. So I think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's come with a lot of backlash, though.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And I feel like I have a few questions coming off of this, right? So first of all, her coming off the Renaissance tour, one of the most successful world tours of all time, right? She just got off that tour, what, last year? Year before?
Last year. It was last year.
Do you think she goes on tour again?
I think she is. I think she is.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, again, it's Beyonce. She could do that. She could do that. Also, do you think Beyonce gets the Lil Nas X treatment when Old Town Road came out?
Oh, it's already there, bro. Like, it's already been happening. There's an Oklahoma station that went viral for denying to play, not wanting to play Beyonce's record. And I don't think that they knew she dropped a country record because someone called in to request it. So yes, she's absolutely going to get that. Like Beyonce's going to feel the wrath of the country community. What do you mean? Like they don't care. Like, okay, this is the thing about country music that I at least respect, right? Them niggas gatekeep.
They gatekeep. Okay.
They gatekeep tremendously, right? That's why they weren't letting Lil Nas X come over there and nigga bop real quick. No, like there are black artists that do country music, like, and do they have to fight tooth and nail for certain levels of respect? Absolutely. Like, I mean, we talk about Darius record all the time. Like, I haven't listened to one Darius record song, but I do know Hootie and the Blowfish. Now, Nelly dropped a country record, and he's been over there plenty of times with Florida Georgia Line. That song has went, I think, diamond or something. It was something crazy. It's like, but we don't listen to it, and that's fine. Like it's fine, right? Because this is how I look at it. If she makes a country record, it should be played in country spaces. I don't want to hear that on the radio when I cut it on.
Bingo.
So. Yeah, they can say, "Oh, we welcome it." Well, nigga, that's y'all shit. Like, play it over there. Like, we don't want to hear it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's with all due respect. Like, so you shouldn't be calling up the hip hop station to play a country record, and you shouldn't do that vice versa. And I think, I personally think they just didn't know that she dropped a country record, and that's I'm giving them a little bit of bail on that, just a little bit. Like, I don't think. Listen, if I don't know. Who would it have to be? If they dropped a rap record, why would I know about it? And I work at if I work at the the radio station, you call up and say, "Oh," I'm like, "Who? Man, we don't play that." Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't play that. Fuck out of here! I don't play that.
Jelly Roll had to transition from rap to country.
Listen, man.
So
don't get me started.
Okay,
don't get me started. And that's why I'm at least not really upset with Beyonce for doing it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they come in our space all the fucking time, and we okay with it. Like, and I'm not saying that these aren't great artists, these aren't good people, like, but they come and invade hip hop all the time to get their foot wet, and then before you know it, they at the Super Bowl playing America the Great on an acoustic guitar. So I don't want to hear. I listen. Let her do it. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about us. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, of course we gonna go embrace that stuff, but it's gonna be a cultural war for sure.
Oh yeah. Sure. Now what will really have the country music culture up in arms is when Act 2 comes out, and next year Grammys she's nominated for Album of the Year. And she actually wins it.
I don't know, man. Well, this the other thing too. Taylor Swift dropping an album this year too, so she can be in there. And I don't know if Taylor is being beaten in the Album of the Year running. Like, she got 4 of them. Why not go for 5?
Well,
2 years in a row, baby.
Well, no, you're right. But I'm saying it would take for Beyonce to make a different genre music album for her to actually win that category.
It'd be like Denzel winning Best Actor for Training Day. Not to say that's not a great film,
but for all the other shit.
But for all the other shit,
give it to him for this.
All right, cool. All right, cool. That's what's up.
In my brain, I see it happening. Mm-hmm. So looking forward, right? Mm-hmm. Act 1 Renaissance, Act 2 we have this country music album coming out, and I think it's coming out end of March.
End of March. Okay. I think the 29th.
Mm-hmm. So we know, like, in movie sense, there are 3 acts to film. So I'm going to assume there's going to be an Act 3. Mm-hmm. What genre of music do you think Act 3 will be?
Something along the lines of original rock and roll. Like how it'd be like maybe an ode to Tina Turner or something to that effect.
Okay. I liked it. I was thinking maybe another. Maybe she wouldn't go back to that. I was gonna say like a pure R&B album, but
that would be. You know what? I have nothing else to say because you gave me a great segue. Oh, yes, Beyonce would be dope if she dropped a pure R&B album. But you know what else would have been dope if they dropped a pure R&B album? Usher Raymond IV. Let's discuss. Let's discuss. Coming Home, the album, which came out Friday before the Super Bowl, but we had things going on. It wasn't anything we were just going to press play on. We wanted to make sure that we gave this album the attention that it deserved, per se, right?
Yeah.
So, Johnny, what do you have to say about Usher's new album, Coming Home?
Where do I begin here? Because I listened to the album the weekend it came out.
Yep.
Let's just say I haven't been back to it since.
Okay.
And not only because I've been sick. I really don't know where to begin. So, Usher, one of the greatest R&B acts of our time. It seems as if he tried to stick to being current on this album, if that makes sense. A lot of the music doesn't sound R&B, like true R&B-ish. It sounds R&B and pop-ish. A lot of the features toward the beginning of the album kind of didn't make sense, but kind of made sense. I don't know. I don't think they fit that well. I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about this album, to be honest.
Another mid project from another legend, man. I hate to say it, but it's mid, man. Like, listen, I try to cape for Usher albums, but they don't be hitting like that. Now, do they have songs that I pull away? Absolutely. I think it's probably 2 or 3 that I'll run with, but after that, as a complete body of work, no.
I feel that.
Like you said, current. A lot of Usher's songs have been very current, very boppish, very, dare I say, what Chris Brown does. And you don't need to be doing what Chris Brown does. You need to do something different. Now, like you said, when we did our Super Bowl halftime discussion, right? Usher is 45 years old. Usher has never tried to mature in his music. He has dropped 4, maybe 5 albums since Confessions. Yet all we talk about is Confessions. Did he perform any song past 2008? And he's been dropping albums. He ain't played nothing from Raymond versus Raymond. He ain't played nothing from that damn Zaytoven album. He ain't played nothing from Hard to Love. Like, listen. This is I have listened to these projects and they have not been it. The album with Climax on it. My point exactly.
Bro, I got nothing.
My point exactly. Chris could do that quantity over quality bullshit. No, you're Usher. You lock in with JD. You lock in with Brian Michael Cox and these great songwriters. And this is what we get. I'm kind of And then you're 45, bro. Like, what does it sound like? What is Usher? I mean, not to say Usher can't do songs with Ella Mai and Summer Walker and all the new R&B acts, especially the women or the men or whoever. But it's just like, bro, if you did something R&B-ish, it will make everybody else fall in line. And I mean all your little brothers and sons out here and the industry as a whole, because who's going to carry the R&B flag for us?
Exactly.
And I know sometimes people don't listen. I'm putting lofty expectations on somebody that don't want it for themselves. But then again, you're talking about somebody that's been in the industry 30 years. And then you sold 75 million records, bro. I didn't. But my expectation of you is to be this. You can't have the showmanship of Michael Jackson and the voice of Marvin Gaye and then like just start to tail off, bro. Like, you got to give us something because you still got a voice. That was the reason I love that damn Tiny Desk so much. I was like, you hear this nigga? This like 19 years later, you singing Superstar like this. This is crazy. Like, that's so. I'm just kind of disappointed as a fan. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You definitely said something when you mentioned Chris Brown. This album sounds like a failed attempt to sound like Chris Brown. Even the 2 songs on this album that I really like sounds like decent versions of what Chris Brown could have did. The the cold-blooded joint with Dream. That's my shit. That shit.
Yeah. Hey, Dream. Hey, man, Dream, my nigga, man.
but Chris Brown would have sounded better on that shit. And the other song I really liked on here is Ruin. With Feels. Fire song. Chris Brown probably would have sounded better on there. Those are the two songs that I take from this album that I really, really, really like.
And I would never sit here and say that I would prefer Chris Brown over Usher. But then again, we're thinking about the 3-album Usher. We're not thinking about anything after that, right? That's what separates. I mean, listen, you got a diamond album, bro, and arguably one of the best R&B albums. This is the thing, right? You can sit here and say Country Grammar is a diamond album, but nobody's saying it's the best rap album ever made, right? It sold 10 million records. Usher made Confessions. It's arguably the best R&B project ever made. It's ever. Like strictly R&B, it's that one, right?
Hey man, all of the build up, all of the rollout, which we already said Justin Timberlake was killing them on the rollout. Like, for what? For this?
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of somebody that's still on the rollout, Kanye Amari West dropped his I wouldn't say long awaited album, but somebody was awaiting for it. But Vultures Part 1 with Ty Dolla $ign dropped. Was it the same day as Usher?
Actually, I think it was.
I think it was,
yeah.
Like we said, we try to give Kanye the same grace and mercy when it comes to at least listening to the full project and making sure we get here with some decent takes. So, Johnny, what do you have to say about Vultures Part 1 with Ty Dolla $ign?
It's sad. It's sad when the theatrics around an album dropping take away from what the album actually is. So like it dropped the same day. Remember, because we talked about this, it dropped the same day as Usher. I downloaded it that Sunday. I tried to go and listen, but it wasn't even there. So I had to re-download it. So I finally started listening to it, and now I just pulled it up to look at the track list, and half of the album is not even like it's blanked out.
Missing. Yeah.
Like
I know.
It makes zero sense, and it's very, very frustrating because, first of all, I feel like Kanye West has kind of transitioned into I want to say maybe a DJ Khaled-esque position here. Like, yeah, we know Kanye West can rap when he really feels like it because he rapped, back early in his career. But as Kanye has transitioned and has done so many other things outside of music, fashion, shoes, all that kind of stuff, I think his goal, his focus now is more on curation of music, producing, getting the right people together to rap and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I kind of compare him to a DJ Khaled
in that sense
today, right? This Vultures album sounds amazing. Sonically, come on, production wise, this shit is amazing. Everything Kanye talking about on this album, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of it. Ty Dolla $ign did his thing on here. I'm not gonna lie. He can sing his ass off. Yeah. The one track though, the one that did it for me, I think it's called Back to Me. Back to Me with Freddie Gibbs. Come on.
Smoked. Freddie smoked the motherfucking the mic is smoking.
He boiled. He motherfucking broiled. He sizzled. Skewered. Freddie Gibbs went absolutely nuts. Yeah. He might have verse of the year so far.
It's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched to say. And I mean, okay, with this album, I can't even really argue with you on anything. The best thing about the album to me is the fact that they got like the symbol thing going. It's like Ye and Dollar Sign. Like I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a super group. Like it's like Ye Dollar Sign. I think that's dope, right? The one other good thing I can take away from this album that it is independent. Like Kanye and Ty are doing this completely independent, so I'll give them that too. Like you said, sonically the album is there. Lyrics, boo trash. I don't know what to take, away from Kanye projects at this moment or conjuncture in his career anymore. Anything past 2016, which is The Life of Pablo, and it was kind of getting shaky there. It's really been kind of, I don't know, man. Like, and even Life of Pablo was kind of like shaky if you want to keep it a buck too. But you got all the lights and shit. I mean, not all the lights, but Famous and stuff like that, and Father Stretch My Hand and that type of stuff. So anthems on there. I can't really speak to a lot of these projects after, and I love Donda. You know what I'm saying, for personal reasons, but as a complete body of work, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like excluding any, personal feelings I may have. But this is just, it feels like grunge rock. It feels like Yeezus, but not a good interpretation of. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, whatever he was doing on Yeezus, I feel like he put it on here too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to talk shit. And Yeezus at least got black spin head. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something like, I mean, and then, bro, we got to sit through this 2 more times.
Well, maybe, hopefully by the second one.
Okay, maybe I got to sit through it 2 more times. I'm not sure if you're signing up for it. Content is content.
No, facts. That's why I'm gonna listen to Beyonce country album. Shit. So, listen, if what Kanye should do, he should put out the instrumental version of that album. Like, and leave on Freddie Gill verse. No, but I mean, again, this album sounds great. So I'll sign up for 2 more of these if it's gonna sound like that. Again, I don't really care what Kanye talking about on the album, but if it's gonna sound anything like this, I'm with it. You listen, I love production anyway, so I'll listen just for the production. So I'm with it. And only thing I know is beautiful big titty butt naked women just don't fall out the sky. I just wanted to see Ralph's reaction. Look, bro, I swear to God, I walked around the house saying this shit when I first heard it. Man, it's too funny.
It's hilarious.
Oh my God,
man! Listen, man, I hate you, man. Let's try this out, man. Well, let me ask you this: I don't think there's any way we can really rate those albums, so we'll kind of skip past the rating. We just like, it is what it is. Cool. Right, exactly, right. But TDE. Top Dog Entertainment, they went kind of no limit on us and dropped that we're dropping all our artists. Everybody that signed to TDE got an album coming out. Crazy. They necessarily didn't put dates on it, but they said that they're coming soon. Do you think this is a bold move from TDE?
I wouldn't call it bold, but I mean, I feel like they had to do something because outside of SZA, we haven't really heard from anybody else on TDE in a while, except for Ab Soul, but his album kind of came and went when it dropped. Herbert, I think it was, which I think dropped the end of 22, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not really bold, but this is like a Hail Mary for them, especially coming off the heels of SZA's Grammy win. So
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, you don't have Kendrick anymore. Schoolboy, Sir, like this is just where I'm going down. Going down the list. Schoolboy Q dropping first. Then you got Sir, who needs an album. J Rock needs an album. Doechii, I know who Doechii is. Probably heard some songs with verses here and there, so I think I'm cool with that.
I didn't know Doechii was on TDE.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ray Vaughn, I didn't know he was on TDE either.
I think I knew that.
But shout out to Ray Vaughn because he be going crazy with the freestyles. Zakari, I'd heard him on, or is it him or her?
I don't know.
But I've heard, I know I know that person has collabed with Kendrick, so I know I've heard that before. And then SZA's coming back outside, which is interesting. You know what I'm saying? SZA's spinning the block real quick. So
that's probably a deluxe album.
Okay, and then like now everyone else outside of Ab, so like Isaiah Rashad, yeah, I know who he is, but I'm not really a fan. Carl Banks, Devin Malik, and Lance Skywalker, and then they got 3 new artists on this list, and then TDE compilation. So I think it's cool. You know, I'm always here for a good compilation album from a record company.
Same.
I'm always here for it.
So from this list, who do you think is going to benefit the most from dropping this year?
This year, I'm gonna stay safe and use like a Sir, right? I think R&B needs that. You know what I'm saying? Sir has the ability to make R&B that gets to the radio, and that's what I think, right? All the rappers are cool, SZA is SZA, but Sir, I think, will benefit the most.
Okay, I like that actually. I like that. I'm trying to think. Schoolboy Q may be the one rapper out of the entire TDE that we haven't heard from the longest. I feel like we've heard J Rock versus Isaiah.
J Rock versus. I'm thinking about an album because Redemption was 2018, bro.
Yeah, well, yes, you're right. But I mean, he was on somebody's album that I can't remember.
Well, that's fair, but I don't think I've heard anything from Schoolboy Q to kind of get back to what you were saying. So okay.
So I think Schoolboy Q may benefit the most just because he's somebody we haven't heard from at all. Like period. So and he's the first one dropping out of this whole list. So now I haven't listened to his single because I don't want to taint what the album is going to sound like. Have you listened to his single?
No, I didn't know it was a single out. I just knew he had an album coming, but I didn't know it was a single.
Yeah, he has. And I don't remember what the name of the single is, but he does have a single out. So yeah, I mean, I'm always here for J Rock in the episode. I love the episode. I am a fan of Isaiah Rashad. He could really rap. I'm not familiar with Cal Banks, Devin Malik, or Lance Skywalker. So
and then they had 3 new artists. I'm like, well, those are the 3 new to me. Like, you got 3 more
and got them redacted. So
redacted. Or they don't fall from the sky, one or the other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Either or. But no, man. Now that was CDE with that album. We gonna see, what happens with that. Like, now they was really bold, like on some No Limit shit. You'll show us the album art. Just put the album art and the date on it. Fuck it. Put it out.
But knowing them, ain't none of that shit finished.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, hey, man, we're here, man. Blurred topic, blurred segment. We got a few things to run through, but we got a few trailers to talk about. First things first, Deadpool versus Wolverine or Deadpool and Wolverine. Either way, Deadpool 3 is coming out. Johnny had big expectations for this going into the Super Bowl. Johnny, did your trailer live up to your expectations, bro?
Yes. Yes, it did. First of all, I am thoroughly happy that they're maintaining the R rating for Deadpool. I'm so happy for that. They even had a pegging joke pause
in the trailer.
Trailer
on YouTube. Yeah, I know it was on TV.
No, let's talk about that because that was crazy, right? So during the Super Bowl, they didn't even debut the actual trailer. They did a teaser. And said the trailer is online.
They've been doing that it seemed like they did that for all the trailers, right? They said the full trailer is online. I was like, well, that's crazy. Like, if that's the case, I wouldn't pay for the Super Bowl. Like, fuck y'all. Like, I'll just drop it like any other trailer drops. At this point, you know what I'm saying? If we're gonna pay for like, how you gonna do a teaser of a teaser trailer on TV? Nasty work. Now I can see if it's like a Red Band trailer or something where obviously Deadpool is doing the pegging joke, which is crazy, but it's like it still could have been modified for TV, which is I don't know that I'm not a fan of that becoming a trend.
Yeah. Either way, that was nasty, but
yeah.
Excuse me. Back to the trailer. I'm loving what I'm seeing. First of all, Deadpool's suit itself looks amazing. I don't know how they could have upgraded it from the Fox suit, but they did, and it looks great. It looks like we're starting off with the older version of Deadpool. So I don't know if this is like from an alternate universe. I don't know if it's Fox's universe or like an alternate universe. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot of the individuals from the end of Deadpool 2 are back, so that's good to see.
Yeah.
We get to see representation from the TVA. It looks like the TVA is going to have a very major or pivotal role in the movie, which I think is cool. We get a slight glimpse of Wolverine's back at the end, so that's cool. Like I thought the trailer was great, man. The trailer was great.
Yeah, the trailer, like the movie could drop in April for all I care. Like it doesn't have to wait till July. I don't need to see another trailer to heighten my expectations or whatever I got going for the film, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, the TVA making this appearance again, the joke by Deadpool, hilarious. My man from Succession playing like I guess the version of Mobius for
for the movie.
For the movie. Hey, if you watch Succession, he's actually spot on for the forum. it's just stuff like that. I like to see like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
The Easter eggs in there, like it's man, this movie is gonna be crazy. Like, and it's like I like how they show Deadpool like looking at the MCU timeline, like, hey, we need you to do something with that. Like, I like that, man. So like, I mean, I'm excited for this film.
Speaking of that part in particular, I think that may have been a misdirection for the trailer. I think in the movie, if that scene actually happens, I think that's your man from Succession showing Deadpool his timeline and what he did and why he's actually at the TVA. So like everything that happened in Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2 with Cable and him going through, going back in time and trying to fix his own timeline. I think that's what they actually show in the movie. And I feel like that was just like some Marvel misdirection, but we'll see.
Yeah, and I don't want to get too nerdy on our listeners about that, but because it's some deep Easter eggs in there. We can get into this. Like, obviously, we'll just know that we have a Wolverine in the movie. Like, but there might be two, but I don't want to get into that. Just
you don't want to get into that?
Nah, I don't want to get into that. I like how it's set up though. Like, I'm like, oh, I see what y'all doing here. Like, when you kind of get into the weeds of that thing. But let's try this on since we're talking about Wolverine. X-Men 97 trailer dropped. They are bringing back the animation series, giving us that Saturday morning nostalgic feel on Disney Plus. Johnny, are you excited for X-Men 97?
I am, and it's dope that this series is picking up literally at the end of the original X-Men cartoon series. So I think that's great. Charles Xavier will not be in this animated series. And I think Cyclops is going to be the leader of the X-Men. And somehow Charles Xavier leaves everything to Magneto. So I don't know how that's going to work. So that's his man's. That's his man's though. Plot twist right there. So I think it's going to be fire. So I'm excited. And that also drops at the end of March too, right?
I believe so.
March 20th or something like that. So
this is dope. I didn't know this was something that I really wanted or cared to watch. I'll be honest. Like when they said it, I was like, that sounds cool. I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until you actually see a trailer, you're like, oh, okay, it's lit now. You know what I'm saying? It made sense. The animation looks like updated. It doesn't. It kind of gives you nostalgia, but someone compared it. I want to say was it not Dexter, but it's one of those damn shows that start with a D. Like pause. But it's like one of them animation shows that start with it. But it's like it does look good though. I will say that. Like I like how they're using Cyclops again, making him more of a real character instead of some side character to Wolverine, which is cool because Wolverine's the most popular. But he's not. I don't think traditionally he's ever been the leader, right?
Cyclops, yes.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm talking about Wolverine being the lead.
Gotcha. Nah,
no, that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like we're getting back to him not necessarily being so annoying. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? He's like the Captain America over here. He's the Boy Scout. You know what I'm saying? Let him cook. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. So you know what I'm saying? And we cheer for Wolverine, the dirty back on his old lady. That whole show. That's crazy.
Insane.
We cheer for that
because that definitely happened. We did.
No, it happened. But I know one thing I did enjoy about X-Men. I mean, back then was just the fact that it was so grounded in reality. Like that was a show. Like I'm like, we supposed to be watching this? It's like soap opera for kids. Like it was like we said, we were cheering for Logan to take Jean Grey away from Cyclops. Like that's crazy. And then she went Dark Phoenix on his ass. She's like, oh damn, you fucked up, bro.
Right,
exactly. Left her ass alone.
But that's a great point though, and I'm wondering, or at least honestly, I'm kind of hoping that they take notes from the older series and and take notes from today's society and maybe start pushing some of that stuff as well. So we'll see how they can incorporate.
Hey, listen, they've already gotten on Marvel for being too woke. You sure you want a gay mutant? Like, you know what I'm saying? With all due respect, you know what I'm saying? Or
first of all, Morph was already non-binary back then.
Okay,
so
talk that shit. Talk your shit, bro. Like, I don't know.
That's why I hate fanboys, but I'm not gonna get on my.
Don't get on your. Okay. But no, it's hilarious though. But no, I think it's dope. Like we starting to see, like you'll see Gambit. Like it's some characters I'm just ready to see. You muted, bro.
Speaking of, I'm glad you mentioned Gambit because it was a specific shot in the trailer. I don't know if you caught this, where Gambit, you know what Gambit does with the cards, right?
Yeah.
He did that to Wolverine. He did that to Wolverine's claws in the trailer. That was fire. I'd never seen nothing like that before. Now, if that's what we getting, it's lit.
Yeah, I love it, man. So now I think it's dope, man. X-Men 97. We'll probably be here to maybe talk about it. I'm not sure. I don't know if we're gonna review that, but maybe we can do like a season synopsis or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll figure it out. But I mean, go ahead.
Real quick, just to raise your blood pressure. Did you see that Blade might get pushed back to 2026?
No, it's not raising my blood pressure if it's gonna be good. No, matter of fact, cancel it. How about that? Like that, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got pushing that back, cancel that shit.
All right, my bad. That's funny.
No, I wish. But no, man, because I mean 2025 is not a good year, clearly, already, because we got Fantastic Four. And Fantastic Four just announced their casting of the major four characters, obviously. We have Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, and Ebon Moss-Bachrach as the Thing. Johnny, what you gotta say about the Marvel's First Family, bro?
I think the way that they confirmed these characters, I thought that was dope. They confirmed them on Valentine's Day with the picture and all that. It's also dope that Vanessa Kirby, Jack Kirby, who was the creator of Fantastic Four, co-creator of Fantastic Four, is the grandfather of Vanessa Kirby. So that's fire.
I think that's fire. I ain't mad at it though.
And then we talked about Pedro Pascal potentially being Mr. Fantastic, so they finally confirmed it. Hey, I'm excited. You not excited?
I'm trolling. No, it's because hey, don't fuck with my Last of Us schedule. Like, hey, I need him locked in for Joel. True. But you know what? Kind of using talking about Pedro, he is kind of where Jonathan Majors was, you know what I'm saying, in the sense of Hollywood's it guy, or at least Disney's it guy, right? Because you just got put in this, Fantastic Four, and then he's supposed to be in the Mandalorian, the upcoming season, and then they're doing a Mandalorian film, which his character crosses over to that too. So it's that's a lot, bro. And you're doing Last of Us, all this, bro. Shout out to Pedro.
That man cooking. That man getting them checks.
I'm never hating on him getting, anybody getting that check though. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him.
Word. A lot of people are saying that Pedro Pascal potentially could be Marvel's next Robert Downey Jr. as far as Iron Man. So
makes sense. His character. That's why I was hey, how does this gonna work with Last of Us? Because Marvel is very demanding, and then he's in the Star Wars universe too, bro.
Hey man, hey. Can't be mad at it. Can't be mad at it. Now, how do you feel about the movie being set the majority in 1963?
I'm cool with that because it kind of gives a chance us to reset some stuff, right? Because I'm pretty sure they, I don't know, somehow time travel back to the 60s and then we're back here. I know the time traveling thing can be a bit much. But if we're going to recorrect things, we got to do something a little different. And that's probably how they get their powers and all that stuff, right?
True. But my only thing is, if we get the adult version of these characters in 1963 doing a thing, fighting Galactus or Dr. Doom or whoever the villain is, how do we get this adult team from 1963 into present day? How does that work? That's my only thought here.
Now I'm with you. So it's really kind of hard to put. I don't know. But go ahead.
Comes out July of next year. So we just over a year away from it. So they about to get cracking on the filming. So
well, they had to, and then I think the castings are actually spot on, man. Like all of them, like I don't see color when it comes to Pedro P. Reed Richards, and then Vanessa Kirby, she's white. Yeah, exactly. And then Joseph Quinn, he was in Stranger Things. He played a character named Eddie in there, and like if you ever seen Stranger Things and you know Eddie. It makes sense. It makes sense. And then Ebron being from The Bear, I think I've seen him in other stuff. I can see him playing Ben Grimm, like for sure. Like he's watch The Bear, and then you'll see what I mean. Like,
got you. Yeah, listen, man. I'm thoroughly excited. I can't wait to see like how their powers are portrayed in the movie. I can't wait to see Ben Grimm's like makeup. Like I can't wait. It's so exciting. So I don't think I've been this excited for a Marvel movie in a minute. So
I think my excitement for this kind of is parallel to when they did the Black Panther like casting announcements, and at least the pictures like from like I know this is very like premature, but it was like the Entertainment Tonight where everybody had on the traditional African guards and stuff like that. I think everybody looked good. So because I think Marvel has a lot riding on this, so it'll have a lot of TLC into it.
Word, man. That's what's up. Shout out to Fantastic Four.
Man, shout out to Fantastic Four, man. So no, but clearly we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him?
Listen, if you're on YouTube, we appreciate you for rocking with us this long. Hit that comment section. Let us know about any of the topics we discussed today. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And we'll catch y'all next week. Oh, actually, I guess if you're on audio too, because we on we the StreamYard, so
we can't do that here.
Ain't no
exactly.
So, episode 218. Anything left for the people?
Man, like Johnny just said, hey man, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Make sure you tap in wherever you see these links. You know what? OS is for the streets.
Yes, and with that, that's episode 218.
218.
And we out.
Chill.
Peace.